It was I who took the professor's life using Cura. As you surmised, I chose that particular day for one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning.
So you plan to kill the professor, knowing that no trace of poison would be found in his water? Because Cura is unheard of here in Japan.
Yes. Of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed to see the professor take one tiny sip of water and it would all be over. I would place the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he had been dining alone, and leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table.
That would be me, I suppose.
Yes, you. Who else? Such a trifling matter, but the fact that you decided to come over to greet the professor meant that I had lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. I made sure he was sitting in his chair such that he wouldn't fall. There's no going back at that point. So I concocted a plan on the spur of the moment.
A plan to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man.
I happen to know that the professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that fact to my advantage. I had the bottle of Cura in my handbag, and my own pistol concealed under my skirt.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Of course you could conceal a pistol in that outfit. Anyway. Ah! Under your skirt! So I was right. There were two guns.
Yes.
And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you had presumably placed on the floor. Placed where you were sure that I would notice it.
And everything went according to plan. You noticed the gun, as I'd intended. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up, bang!
That's when you shot the professor with your own gun. Even though at that point, he was already dead.
Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the waiter appeared.
Obviously, I assumed Naruhodo-san was the culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry that adjoins the kitchen and locked him inside.
That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor and his chair around.
That's quite the risk, the gamble. I mean, you'd think you'd be able to, I guess. I wouldn't be shocked if the waiter noticed that, but I guess lucky for her, he didn't. Because, of course, you need to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he'd picked up the gun. Well then, I mean, she just confessed. That means I get off, right?
So, there you have it. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor.
Misdemeanor? No, I'm pretty sure this has got to be a felony. You're going away for life. Well, at least assault like 2-3 decades?
Your Excellency?
Yes?
I wonder, might I speak with you in private later?
I shall call on you. What is she trying to pull?
Thank you. Good day then, everyone. I hope you can forgive me. Naruhodo-san.
You tried to ruin my life for your own selfish benefits. And honestly, I don't think she had to frame me. Like, I mean, if he just died from the poison, like, I mean, maybe it's mildly more suspicious if she's, like, there, but, like, I don't know. I feel like it's not much less suspicious than what actually ended up happening. And you can play it off as just failing health. Wait, are we just letting her leave? Bailiff, she confessed to the crime. Does that not, like, she confessed to murder. Does that not constitute, probable cause to detain her? It would seem this trial has finally run its course. I presume the prosecution is in agreement? This can't be. Takatsuchi Auchi does not lose. Not the likes of this rookie student. You better start getting used to tough opposition. Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Yes? This insult to the Auchi family name will never be forgotten. You've become conceited with age, Counsel, but the old have to stand aside and make way for the new. Yes, agree. It's the way of the world. May you never forget that. You're not about to, like, cut him down or anything, are you? Oh, that's exactly what he's doing. Sheesh. I'm not sure such theatrics really benefits us in a court of law. 1,000 millennia may pass, and still, the Auchi clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan. Sheesh. I mean, thanks. That's a nice compliment, but, like, this trial in the Supreme Court of Japan will, I believe, go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system. Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, presented an excellent case. Thank you, Your Excellency. The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth is a modern methodology. Like, I mean, surely the ancient people had some concepts of that, no? I mean, like, I feel like we as, like, people living in the modern day often take too much credit for being wiser and smarter than our forebears, you know? I'm sure they must have had something, right? Right? Maybe? After all, it has only been a few short decades since our country opened its doors to the wider world. But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel sure that science will soon bring new methods of investigation, new procedures of justice. A new future of law awaits, but what will it look like, I cannot begin to imagine, as I wax poetically from the bench and waste all of your time here. Instead of, just getting to the point and giving you your verdict so you can leave and go enjoy your life. That is for the young to pursue. Kazuma Sogi. Yes. After this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the illustrious British Empire. Learn all you can, absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. And do not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you. I understand, Your Excellency. What was that about? Why do you look so grave all of a sudden? What, did he get, like, a mission to, like, assassinate the British monarch or something? Never mind. As for you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo? Oh, yes. In you, I sense, how can I put it, unusual potential. I very much look forward to seeing how you carry that onwards. Thank you, Your Excellency. Oh. Am I standing somewhere new? Maybe? It is time to deliver the final verdict. I hereby find the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, not guilty. There we go. I look at those, like, what, cherry blossom petals fall. Glad they had that on hand. It would hate to be the janitor, though. This court is now adjourned. 22nd of November, 2:46 p.m. Supreme Court of Judicature. Defendants, Antechamber 5. I can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened. I made it! I defended myself and made it through that horrendous trial. Ryanosuke, you finally pulled it off. Congratulations. Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma. No, it was a pleasure to watch you at work. So, you owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place on Yume University Street, don't forget. Good afternoon. All your hard work has certainly paid off. Oh, wrong voice.
Congratulations to both of you for proving Naruto-san's innocence.
Trusty judicial assistant. You worked hard for that result too, you know.
Oh no, I didn't do anything.
Thank you so much! If we hadn't had the research report of Miss Brett's, I don't know how things would have turned out.
Your kind words should really be for my father. I was simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate.
Your father? Ah, yes, of course.
Forgive me for intruding on the court's proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotoba, Judicial Assistant to the Defense.
Speaking of Mikotoba, there you are. I believe congratulations are in order. No, you did an excellent job. Thank you, Professor. Oh no, it is I who should be thanking you. After all, your efforts exposed the true criminal that took the life of my good friend. Good friend? Well, yeah, he worked with the guy. Oh yes, you mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yume University, wasn't it? Yes, that's right. Professor Mikotoba studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. Presumably that's when you met Dr. Wilson? Exactly. In those days, we worked together in the same hospital. Oh, you worked together? I've never heard you mention that before. Well, it was a long time ago now. Besides, it's your turn, Masogi. What? Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world. In science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course, in law. Watch and learn, my boy. See what's happening in the world's largest melting pot. I will. I'll learn all that I can. I swear on this, the spirit of the Yasogi clan. You're not taking that sword to Great Britain, are you? Well, of course, why not? Of course I am. A Japanese man's katana is his soul. This blade shows me where I need to go. It cuts down anything that's in my way, like bad hairstyles, as you previously saw. Yes, I've definitely seen how sharp it is already with my own eyes. That reminds me, what happened to the woman? To Giselle Brett, I mean. After all, she's guilty of murder. Oh, yes, her. It's not easy to tell you this, but... did we, like, extradite her? Or is extradition the other way around? No, maybe... What do you mean? Surely she's going to face trial herself now. She's the true culprit, after all. Well, this was a secret court proceeding. Are they just going to bury it to preserve relations between the nations? She will be leaving Japan in the very near future for Shanghai. Shanghai? Is that under British control at this point in history? I'm not sure. I don't think so, but maybe. What? Shanghai? Seems plausible. Giselle Brett will not appear in court again in this country. I'm certain of that. What? But why not? It's a matter of consular jurisdiction. Someone says. Ah, yes. Inspector Hosonaga! It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom today. Very impressive to watch. I must congratulate... but what's the hell is about consular jurisdiction? We cannot try this particular foreigner for her crimes here in Japan. What? But we can't try her? But then who? Who's going to bring her to justice? A British consular court will hear her case. Some are far away where our voices can't be heard. But why a consular court? Professor, I simply don't understand. I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now that we've signed the friendship treaty. Yes, in normal circumstances, you're right. And so long as this is not a serious incident of a highly political nature to our respective governments, I can't invoke a consular court just like that. Oh, can't they? Yes, she's a student, but it doesn't justify our governments making secret agreements about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on. Well, I mean, not that bad, is it? So Miss Brett can't be held accountable for her actions here in Japan? I'm afraid that for the young student, today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. There was never any danger of comeuppance for her. I don't believe it. The British government's Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded that we hand over custody of Miss Brett. They're obviously taking this case of a foreign student committing murder very seriously. Maybe we should get justice there. It's all going to change from now on. We can make it change. This is a time of great turmoil. This new era heralded by the start of the 20th century. One day, I've no doubt that a woman will receive the judgment she deserves. Yes, change is coming, and we're the ones driving it. Wait, are we in the 20th century? I didn't realize we were that far along in history. Huh. Thought we were like in the 19th. Yeah, whatever. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Well, I think that's enough seriousness for now. This evening calls for a celebratory drink. But, Professor... You're right, this is no time for gloomy faces. We should be celebrating Yunosuke's not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun. In that case, might I suggest La Carnival? As the head waiter, I should be delighted to provide you with ample food and drink. You're Detective Hosonaga-san, aren't you? Let's not worry about the details for now. To La Carnival, will you accompany us, Professor? Of course. La Carnival's food is second to none. Oh, you're here. Forgot about you for a second. I should go attend to the paperwork for Naruhodo-san's release. Oh, yes. Thank you. So, Giselle Brett won't be tried here. I suppose that means I'll never know. I'll never find out why she killed Dr. Wilson. I know, it could be like an academic rivalry. Kazuma. Yes, Ryunosuke? I just wanted to say thanks again. That's all. You really saved my skin today. I didn't do a thing. You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? That defense was all your own work. Your skills made the difference, though. One day I bet you'll be the best lawyer in the world. Wait, hold on. Did I accidentally read... Oop, what? History. Give me my history. Oh, my... Okay, that was... Your skills are the difference, though. Anyways. And... Yeah, what's something? To be honest, something kept occurring to me over and over again during that trial. I couldn't help thinking that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer. Not me. What? Come on, be serious. If I helped you today, it was only right at the very start of the trial. But you have a natural talent for it. For being a defense lawyer, I mean. Oh no, not me. All that tense verbal combat. I never want to go through that ever again. I did what you told me to do, that's all. Because I knew I could trust you. That's the point. Sorry? What do you mean, that's the point? Listen, Ryunosuke. Do you know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs in order to win? Knowledge of the law? Yeah, probably rhetoric is up there too. No, the ability to believe. I don't know, I feel like that's not at the top of the list. To believe? To believe what? A defense lawyer has to fight for his clients. He has to believe in them at all times. Like you believed in me when I said I didn't do it. I'm human, just like you. I don't have some superhuman ability to know the truth. But you have to make a choice about what to believe in and stick to it when you're defending someone. Sometimes at the courtroom you can really be backed into a corner. But being able to remain faithful to what you chose to believe in even then, well, that's not something anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person. Believing in your clients. But sometimes, I mean, your client really did do it, so. Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with precious little real experience, but you never stopped believing in me. Well, You face seemingly hopeless situations time and again, but you never stopped looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it, through your own efforts, and because you never stopped believing in me. Thanks, Kazuma. What's this dour expression about? There's something I want to ask you, actually, Ryunosuke. Well, it's a favor, really. Something very important to me. It sounds serious. What is? You're still here, aren't you? Oh, Inspector Osanaga. I've arranged some rickshaws for us. Let's go! Thank you. We'll be right there. Don't give me it'll wait. It can wait. Let's pick up this conversation again later. We should be celebrating right now. Your first court victory. And your study tour to Great Britain, don't forget. Ah yes, that too. So my very first trial came to an end. Kazuma. Professor Mikotoba. Susato-san, who acted as my assistant. Inspector Hosanaga, who didn't really play much of a part, but still. It was because of the help and support of all these people that I managed to get through that trial. But more importantly, Kazuma hadn't yet managed to ask his favor of me. Little did I realize just how much it would change my life. And, well then, I guess, I had a defense debut. amazing. Well then, okay. This has been quite the long weekend series. Normally these are like 2 weekends long. This has been, I'd imagine, more. But yeah, so that's the first case here in whatever this game was called, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles or something. And yeah, I'm having fun with it. I hope you guys are too. If you did like the series, show your support. We might do more if there's the demand for it. But and I'd certainly be up to doing more. I recorded like 6 hours of it in like one sitting, so I mean that's got to speak to the quality of the experience. So yeah, if you do want to see more, leave your support in the comments. But anyways, until next time, I have been CMeeCraft, and I'll catch you in the next video, whether more Great Ace Attorney Chronicles or something else. Goodbye.